Hey YouTube, Magic Mike 98 here. I just wanted to go through my list of the pros and cons for the Nikon D3100. Well, first of all, I've had this camera for about 2 to 2.5 weeks, so I've gotten to play with it, take a lot of pictures, and really go through all its features. And I've made a big list of the pros and a very small list of the cons. And first off, I wanted to say, for being a beginner DSLR, it takes amazing pictures. Way better than a point and shoot or, the iPhone that I'm using to record this. It definitely is up there as 14.2 million effective megapixels. And also a really good pro is that the battery life is an update that they did for this camera, and it's really good. I've noticed for me it lasts for about 500 to 550 pictures. And another feature that is one of the first for the beginner SLRs is the 1080p video. And if you don't want to use 1080p, it has 720p. It has 1080, I believe. Now I don't have like the notes in front of me, but it has 1080p at, I believe, 26 frames a second, and then 720 at 30, 26, and 25. Don't quote me on that, I might be off, but you can use, and it also has 480p and then VGA, so you definitely can use different modes if you don't feel like shooting 1080p, It fits really well in the hand. The handle right here is big, and for me, I have very large hands, and so it fits in my hand really well, and I was surprised, because that's really great. And it also has lots of modes. It has sport mode, it has night mode, it has night portrait mode. Even has a mode for parties, like if you're in a room with like lots of lights going on, like a concert. It has a mode for that. It is full manual. It has the guide mode also, which is a brand new feature for this camera. And basically, you go to guide mode and you tell it what kind of picture you want to shoot. It can be like of a fast-moving object. Like I was taking pictures of my dog in the backyard, and I tried it out, and it helped a lot. The picture wasn't blurry. It didn't delay. The shutter speed was right when I clicked it. It took the picture, no blur. It was awesome. So yeah, you can go through the guide modes, and it'll help you greatly, especially if you're a beginner like me. It'll help you figure out what you need to do to take these kinds of pictures. There were a couple of cons I've noticed, and one of the cons is it's not ideal for macros. And it's not the camera, it's the lens. It's 18 to 55 kit lens. I haven't bought new ones. And you can get close to an object, but if you wanted to get a really good picture of a flower, there was my mom sent me out back to take a picture of a really small flower. She wanted it as a background, and I couldn't for the life of me get the actual flower in focus, but it would focus the stems. And I even took it out of auto and put it in manual, and took the picture that way. I could not get it to focus a little bit. I may have been doing it wrong, but it seemed like it was too much for the lens to handle. And then, this isn't really such a bother for me, but when you're shooting in 1080p, the autofocus, you do hear it. It's doing it constantly, and you hear it in the playback of the video. Like when you upload it to your computer, you autofocus, you'll hear like the lens autofocusing, and people say it sounds like a hamster or just like scraping of the lenses or something. It's very strange. But there are ways to get around it. You can put it right here. You can put it to manual, and then when you're shooting a video, you can focus like that, and it reduces the noise greatly because it doesn't have to use any of the motors. And that's really it with the camera. As you can see, the screen is very big. Another con is it's not a very high resolution screen, so when you are reviewing pictures, you don't really get the full effect of what the picture looks like until you upload it to a computer with a good screen. Another feature I do like is the live view mode. You flip it and you'll go from the viewfinder to the screen. And then another really cool mode is when you're using the viewfinder, it displays on the bottom the number of pictures, your settings, like the flash. It's really cool. Alright, well, this has been the pros and cons of the Nikon D3100. You can follow me on Twitter at MagicMike98, Facebook, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Alright, thanks a lot.